figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. A dump down to McKinnon. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
8 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd down and 4. They go with Murray again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
2nd and goal from the 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Chris Gregg, his tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10.
Let's go. Way 90.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Bridgewater surveying the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
In the red zone this time. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Can't find anyone open. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver with a return of 102 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Bridgewater to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Anderson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. 1, 9, let's round. Let's go.
They come up in an offset eye. Prescott to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. 1, 9. Ohio.
Prescott now on second down. Being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. 38.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play. Trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They go play action. Bridgewater. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw, Bridgewater. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating. For them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Blue 58.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now here come the Cowboys. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go.
Now they send a running back in motion right. And he'll go backwards, losing yard. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Murray, the lone setback. Throwing. Bridgewater. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. That one goes for 24 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's second down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Forbath will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Cowboys.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Play clock winding down. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. A second down throw for Prescott. And he finds his tight end, Chris Gregg. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another carry for the rookie Elliott. Oh, up and over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Here's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He hits Floyd on the right. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. On second down, Bridgewater again. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Get ready.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Prescott now on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. McFadden will be the lone set man. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, Elliott.
Whoosh.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Let's go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target. Now fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The tight end in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to air one out, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
10 yards still left on second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down Vikings.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater now. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think we brought up statistics from somewhere around circa 1927-28, hoping we could keep people going in this one.
Deep in the annals for this blowout win. So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.